correctness. We seem to be hearing about it more and more, and not just on the presidential campaign trail. We're asking the question tonight, has political correctness gone too far? It's tonight's special report.
I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct.
It's not a lack of competence that is preventing the Obama administration from stopping these attacks. It is political correctness.
They've been wearing this political correctness kind of like a suicide vest.
Political correctness has become a rallying cry.
If you can frame things in terms of limits or in terms of control, and you can, as a political strategy, say, you know, we stand for freedom, these other folks stand for these limits, they're politically correct.
Balance, because they have a...
John Cleese has complained about political correctness destroying comedy.
And then I say, and there were these two Mexicans, and the whole place would go, oh, right.
Comedians like Chris Rock and Jerry Seinfeld say they no longer perform on college campuses because students are too PC.
This environment of safety and in college classrooms, and you can't discuss Greek tragedies because of scenes in which there were violence and rape and things like that, and you know, it's gotten a little overboard, I think.
The internet is loaded with stories about political correctness run amok. But are they true?
A school in Seattle renamed its Easter eggs Spring Spheres to avoid offending anyone who did not celebrate Easter. True or false?
Hopefully false.
False. False. True.
It is true, you're right. A council in the United Kingdom has banned the term brainstorming and replaced it with thought showers out of fear they might offend epileptics.
That's got to be false.
I'm thinking it's true.
False, I'd say on that one.
That one's actually true, believe it or not. Santa Clauses in Sydney, Australia were once told to say ha 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 and banned from saying ho 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 because it was derogatory to women.
True.
True. I'm going to say that's true.
That's false. I got you on that one. A school board in Utah rejected the nickname Cougars as a high school mascot, deeming it offensive to older women. Did they get rid of Cougars?
False.
I'll say true.
Oh no, that's got to be false, please.
That one's true.
Oh no.
So what exactly is political correctness? It's an adjective meaning to agree with the idea that people should be careful to not use language or behave in a way that could offend a particular group of people.
When my children were growing up is, you know, you want to treat others as you would want to be treated yourself. It's the golden rule.
Former Republican State Rep Dee Margo described political correctness as a pendulum, constantly in flux.
We've gone from maybe too harsh and too severe to jeepers. Who knows what goes on?
The danger is that it's less about speech codes and more about generalizations and stereotypes.
UTEP Communications professor Richard Pineda believes we should just focus on respect.
PC or not PC, I think doesn't get to the heart of the question of sensitivity versus lack of sensitivity. So, for example, if a student uses a racial slur, there's no place for that in a civil dialogue, and there would be no place for that in a classroom.
And as far as those politicians like Trump,
We have a protester. Oh, good.
There's a great deal of empathy for his position just because it's so contrary to what we've been living with.
Non-PC?
Non-PC. Or taking the pendulum back the other way. But there's got to be balance, and I go back to the basics. You should treat others as you would want to be treated yourself.
To take the 2PC quiz for yourself, go to our website, KVIA.com, and look under links mentioned, or you check out the survey on the KVIA.com Facebook page. Well, be sure to tune in tomorrow for Good Morning El Paso, beginning at 5 a.m. ABC 770 VIA has a preview.
There's 1 week left.